listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
Alright. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Thursday, October 21st, 2021. Let's get that light on. There we go. Oh, sorry I had to see that up close. Hey, how you doing, eh? Thursday. It's a good day. For some people. People like Thursdays because they propel us into the Friday work week faster than they could if it was Monday all over again. What? Welcome to the show anyway. Only one more day till Friday. Don't worry about it. After that, it's the weekend. You relax. You enjoy. Family. Friends. Family. Together. So who are our family friends here at Goof On? It's an ever-changing question. Answer. It's an ever-changing answer. There's a core that seems to stick together, and then every now and then somebody gets mad and all those people who are friends with that person leave. And then they get in a fight, and then slowly each one of them come back. Oh, sorry, I said that. I should have known. I didn't know. It was fake. You were right. Will you accept me back into the folds of the Goof On family? What? No. Delete. Of course you can come back. As a spirit that goes all over your reality. Welcome to the show. William Bridges kicking it off tonight with a $10 super chat. Take it and a dozen balls. Ma! Okay, you're good. Hey, Mr. Bridges, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Appreciate that. And for that gesture, you get the box. That is right. The $5 box, multiply it by 2. What do you got? That goes 10. $10 super chat. Thank you very much, Mr. Bridges. Continuing Goof On supporter. A goes all over to you. What? Mucho gusto generoso. That's what I'm supposed to say. Oh, man, I messed it up. I gushed all over the wrong guy. Ma? Hey, Steve K. What is this? The Yellow Fund. We all live in the Goof On Yellow Fund. $10. That is a just downright nasty curveball you got there. You zipped it in, it curved. No writing, no comment, no sticker. He said, take it through 2 5s. That is a beautiful looking super chat, Steve K. Another continuing supporter of Goof On, and for that you get the reigning champion money drop. Yeah, that's a good one. While you're looking at that, I'm sneaking in a drink of the good old coffee. Oh, that really was. Oh, not long enough. So, mucho gusto, generoso Steve Queso. Doing good, eh? You're looking good, friend. Hey, a $10, that's none to sneeze, eh? So what are we going to talk about tonight, huh? Oh, roll call, everybody. Eric, welcome to the show. Tina Mobley, welcome to the show. Alien Girl, 111, welcome to the show. Steve K, hey, I know that guy. That's the $10 yellow guy. It's the yellow guy. Welcome to the show. Stu Garson, what do you say? How do you be, laddie? Oh, I know you turn yourself into an old, I don't even know what to call you. Welcome to the show, matey. Hey, First Floor Audio. Oh, I see you there too, laddie. Oh, how you doing, Lee? Steve K. Oh, Martin K. Welcome to the show. Unidentified S4. No, I won't do that again. Welcome to the show. Paul Fahey. Welcome to the show. Shane Reed. Welcome to the show. Coral Ann. Welcome to the show. I can't resist. I got to say it that way. Brian McAllister. Welcome to the show. Ian Burwell. Show welcomes you. Show welcomes you. Easy E021. He's the guy who likes to have the Gorilla Gamer. You made it. All right, stop yelling. All right, I'm going to stop yelling. My conscience is talking to me. I thought I'd let you know. Oh, that was real funny. It wasn't. Wasn't meant to be funny, huh? Because it wasn't. I know. Coral Ann, help me. Joshua Morphew, welcome to the show. Shawnee002, welcome to the show. Hey, what's this? I see a couple of greenbacks sneaking in here. What's that? What's this? Hey, Tim Frick, a continuing supporter of Goof On with a $5 support, says, Shamalama Ding Dong. Shamalala, shamalala. Remember that? Wasn't that Shana Na, the actual band? Shamalada, shananana. No, that's Shamalama Ding Dong. I know it's different. I can't remember the beat. Shamalama Ding. Anyway, $5. Thank you for the support. We're going to go quick. Sorry, I don't mean to cut it short, but I was in the middle of a roll call, which has just ended. Thank you, Tim Frick, for the $5 super chat. Who else we got here? I saw another greenback. Hey, Robert Morgan. Ooh. That's a good fastball you got there, kid. That's $5 right down the middle. A gush. Nobody gives a shh. Don't say a word to nobody. Nobody's here. Here, there, everywhere. Where? Over there. Oh my God. God? He doesn't exist. He doesn't? Who? It's getting crazy over here. Thank you, Robert Morgan. Just chucking them down the center, are ya? This goes to you. You get the guy. This is my favorite one. It still is. I don't know why. Something about money falling out of the sky that makes me, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Everybody knows what I mean. There's no secrets here. All right, if I didn't say your name, sorry, but you're welcome to the show. I'm Sri Thomas Roberts. Hope I got that right. DKG Custom. Brian McAllister. If I didn't say it, I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. Hey, Miss Jamie, I saw you. Can't click on you. You were gone. You flinged all the way. Oh, there you are. There you are. Mikey Gematria, welcome to the show. Alien Girl, did I not put your picture? There it is. Bye. Alcy Tiger, welcome to the show. All right, let's get started. So, the Kelly Lewis sneaking in. You're the last one. You made it. That's it. Nobody else allowed. Turn it off. Now, anybody wants to make a comment, you got to subscribe to the... No, I'm not doing that. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I like non-subscribers here. I'm going to be sneaky. I'm not going to subscribe to that shit, but I'll watch it. I know he's going to say something about me. That's Corbell. Hey, I don't know. Every now and then I got to listen, see if he's talking about me. That's Elizondo, too, in a way. Elizondo doesn't really have a voice. You got to do this a lot. You know, Jim, if there wasn't an NDA, I can't frickin' do Elizondo. I can't do it. Corbell's easy. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, that comes out naturally. And speaking of Lou, I mean, talk about a segue of all nights. What are you talking about? Why do you got to keep bugging me? I know what I'm saying. You're losing it. Straighten up. Sit up. Eyes forward. Go ahead. Start talking. So anyway, Lou Elizondo. That's good. Keep going. He, don't stop. He said some things. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. He did. He said some things. Oh, I'm going to show you. Oh, I love this. It's part of the show. This is what the show's about tonight, isn't it? Isn't it? Some HD photos inside UAPs show people? No. Beings? No. Occupants? Yeah. Yeah. Some of them do. Some HD ones. Yikes. See? I wouldn't lie. Some HD photos inside UAPs show occupants. Occupants. That's amazing. Some HD photos inside UAPs show occupants. Occupants. Who says that and gets away with it? Hey, people. Hey, the other one. No, the other one. Why isn't it making me... Oh, hey! They added a new feature. Look at me down there. Hey, that's cool. StreamYard put a new feature in. They didn't tell me. Look at me in the corner. You were never able to do that. Oh, let's go through them. All right, well, that's me, and the next one should be me, and the next one should be me, and the next one should be split. Right, that way. Right, that's how I end the show. So that's normal. Now this is the newest feature, the next one. A gush. Oh, look at me. I always wanted that. Oh, what a show. Oh, Ma! Yeah! In the corner meatballs, hurry! Oh, I'm going to enjoy this one. That's cool. I'm like, what is going on? Why am I down here? I'm up there. I'm down here. Something's going on. Never was able to go down. All right. You know, I don't know. Oh, I see what they did. Now I'm inside the whole picture. Hey. That's great. That's just great. Good for you, StreamYard. Keep adding more stuff, please. So we are talking about Lou. Okay, there's some UFO news coming up later. UFOs? Yeah. I'm down here. See? Now I'm down in the bottom. Pretty cool. Apparently, I must have missed this along the way. I don't remember Lou ever saying it, to be honest with you. But this is what, well, I think there's a clip of him saying it. Is this it? No. I think I have it. No. I know I have it somewhere. Maybe this is it. Samples, remote viewing. I think I have that right here.
I think we have to remain open, that, there's a whole lot of things that are possible.
And I know you said you don't have data that's quantifiable, but I'm curious about this hitchhiker effect or the sixth observable. Is that associated with proximity to the craft or length of time looking at the craft, like another variable?
Damn, Kurt,
what is associated with
this?
You're
great question, man.
Translation. I don't want to answer this question. Why are you asking me this question? Why am I yelling? Why am I yelling? I mean, that was a good question.
Be quantified or qualified. So I cannot speak definitively on it. I think we have to remain open, that, there's a whole lot of things that are possible.
And I know you said you don't have data that's quantifiable, but I'm curious about this hitchhiker effect or the sixth observable. Is that associated with proximity to the craft or length of time looking at the craft, like another variable?
Damn, Kurt,
what is associated with
this?
Great
question, man.
Why is that a great question? I don't see the greatness of it. Am I missing something?
That, there's
I'm
a whole
missing
lot of
something,
things that are
aren't
possible.
And I know you said you don't have data that's quantifiable, but I'm curious about this hitchhiker effect or the sixth observable. Is that associated with proximity to the craft or length of time looking at the craft, like another variable?
He can't talk about anything that has to do with abductions, apparently.
Damn, Kurt,
what is associated?
Or proximity of UFOs. Well, in his case, UAPs. But I guess we'll have to say UAP if we're referring to what Lou's talking about, because he strictly deals with UAPs, even though they're UFOs. I'm going to stay with... I'll do it. I'll switch. I don't give a shit.
You're great question, man. Let me take a pass on that for now.
Oh my God, no! What are you doing? I don't like that, man. Why can't he answer? That's hilarious. This, you know what? This is for education purposes, by the way, before I forget. But, there's like 3 hours here. I'm going to see what else he says.
Let me, that will be addressed.
Sure. We'll get to...
Great question.
Thank you. We'll get to Scott Larkin, who says, there's some Latin, and then says, Lou.
Look at him. He's like, he is pinching his eyes, like he's, the migraine, the headache. He's stressed out over that question. Not really. Now this is the act. It's called acting. Now he's like, oh, geez, I'm in a lot of trouble because I didn't answer that question. Now, act like this for a little longer. Like I really give a shit. I am the counterintelligence agent of all. I'm the best. I'm Lou Elizondo. And then he comes back. He snaps back like a sponge, an eraser.
Lou, I believe your service to God and country will be understood more clearly in the history books. Are you aware of the CIA's paper known as Adam and Eve event, the Adam and Eve event? How much of what is going on is currently related to this pending event?
How could he know? Was he God? Lou Elizondo God? He's not a god.
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything.
Yeah, I knew he couldn't answer it. Yes. Well, this would be a good game. Answer or no answer? Lou knows best.
About it.
I know nothing about it, but my NDA prevents me from telling you about everything else I know. So, next question. All right. Let's see if he'll answer the next one. I haven't watched this.
All these other things out there. There's a lot of stuff that's interesting. Then there's a lot of stuff that's crap. There's a lot of conspiracy BS out there that's just nonsense and garbage.
Wow. Did you guys know that there was a bunch of BS and garbage out there? I didn't either. Thanks Thanks a lot, Lou, for clarifying there's all this junk out there. You're taking it out of context. Shut up. Let me do the show. Huh?
And then there's some stuff that's, pretty accurate. So I've heard of the
There's a lot of stuff that's pretty accurate. Wait, I'm sorry. Why am I picking on Lou now? I didn't plan this. It's never planned.
I never wanted to have any type of bias. Even
what's wrong with my mouse?
People get mad at me. Well, didn't you read this report? Didn't you read that report? Look, I read government reports, man. That's what I did. That was my job, and I didn't want to muddy the waters by all these other things out there. There's a lot of stuff that's interesting. Then there's a lot of stuff that's crap. There's a lot of conspiracy.
Oh, okay. So he's just doubling down on what he just said. Got it.
BS out there that's just nonsense and garbage. And then there's some stuff that's pretty accurate.
Isn't that weird? There's a lot of stuff out there that's pretty accurate. Why was that hard to say? Isn't that weird? That is weird. So what does that mean? Lou's stressing out right here on the show. And there's other stuff that's pretty accurate. You can barely get out the words, like, don't listen to what I'm saying, because I'm going to say accurate.
I didn't read that report. Look, I read government reports, man. That's what I did. That was my job. And I didn't want to muddy the waters by, all these other things out there. There's a lot of stuff that's interesting.
You notice the difference the way he talks here than when he does the Tucker Carlson interview? He gets all dressed up, looks the part, speaks clearly, energetic. Over here I have a half a Sleepy Lou. I got Sleepy Lou over here. I mean, this guy can barely form words. Show a little respect to the Jamungle man. Whatever the name of the show is. Theories of Everything with Kurt Jamungle. Jamungle man. Hey, they just come at me. You can use that one. Put it on a t-shirt. Jamungle man, T-O-E. Theory of Everything. God, Jungle Man Toe. I can't stop. Lou's asleep. Look at him. He can't barely speak.
And then there's a lot of stuff that's crap. There's a lot of conspiracy BS out there that's just nonsense and garbage. And then there's some stuff that's, pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. So what about the old stuff? Well, there's a lot of crap and hoaxes and whatnot, and other stuff that's pretty accurate. Huh? What did he just say? We have accurate stuff? Wow, we've got accurate stuff, everybody. Let's give Lou a big round of applause for that. Thank you very much. You're a beautiful man, Lou. We've got accurate stuff. We don't have accurate evidence. We've got stuff. Come on, man. This is CNN, Fox. Speak up, Lou. Madonna mia, huh? This guy. What am I doing? All right. Look, I'm on the ball tonight, and I said ball a little differently. I don't know why. What's his name? Lou. Elizondo. You'll see what I'm doing. Just hold on, all right? What's that other guy's? Tucker. All right. All right. I don't know if this is him.
That's a problem.
All right, you ready? All right, you can hear it. Just listen.
Over Washington, D.C. Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, that there's a foreign adversary that can put a nuclear warhead within moments over.
You want to see something funny, though? Check this out. He's, okay, I'll show you. Yeah, I'm going to be in the picture, too. So you see this one, right? All right. So that's the one, that's Jamungle.
So
that's him half awake. All right. So we got him there. And now here he is on Fox. Look at this. Can you believe it? It's amazing. But watch the energy.
Country has ever faced. especially if this has occurred.
He's looking up.
There's a foreign
He's got the
adversary that can
jacket
put a
on. He's
nuclear
got his
warhead
hoop
within
earrings.
moments over Washington, D.C. Okay, that's a problem.
I need him acting that way for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I need to see Jamungle Lou go away. I want to see FOX Lou. Lou the Fox. Where is Lou Fox? Man. And he's saying, have you heard? There's occupants inside of some of these high definition pictures. Occupants inside the UAPs. He said it. I didn't. Jamungle. You got it out of him. It's unbelievable. What's this? Is this another part of it? Why do I have that? Let's see what this is. Okay, Lou talks about biological UFO samples on the same show. Jesus, what a show. Was he awake?
Definitively on it. I think we have to remain open that, there's a whole lot of things that are possible.
And I know you said you don't have data that's quantifiable, but I'm curious about this hitchhiker effect or the sixth observable.
Why
is that associated with proximity to the craft or length of time looking at the craft, like another variable?
Damn, Kurt,
what is associated with
this?
You're
great question, man.
Yeah, it's not a great question. It's a good question. But the reason that Jamungle's reading that question, hey, $2, hold on, is because Lou mentioned that when we have that SOD office inside the DOD at the Pentagon, the UAP SOD inside the DOD, when we get this permanent office that'll get rid of the UAPTF, all the UAP cases will go there, but annually will be shared with the public what they've learned. And one of the things that they have to share annually with Congress is if anybody gets sick or they have a weird effect from the UFO, even in the same vicinity. So Lou should know about this more than just saying, can I take a pass? Wake up, Lou. That's why he's doing these shows, right? Because of the big announcement that's coming before Thanksgiving. He's going on all these shows now. Even the shit shows like this. He would come on here. No, he wouldn't. But little shows. And he's just practicing. He's getting, because he had a few months off. But he's practicing. He's going on, I don't know, like a junket type of thing for Fox. I guess wherever he's going to go. This is big. This may be another 60 minutes interview, some sort of something. Because this announcement that's supposed to come out, from what we heard. I don't know. Now I hear the Leslie Keane and Elizondo and Mullen thing is pretty serious. Whatever they were working on over the summer months. There might be a real legitimate announcement before Thanksgiving. But anyway, Lou should know how to speak about anything, all questions, get the answers. So this is how he learns. He goes back to his friends and they say, oh, yeah. What do you say when somebody gets, hurt or killed if they're handling UFO evidence? What do we say to the public? That question shall come up again, Lou. Let us think. What do we say? What do we say? And they think about it in the next script. And Lou will probably come out and that question will come up again. So, it's a great question. What do you do if, somebody gets killed or something, or even worse?
But you were right. And it did happen. And the witnesses are coming out now saying, yeah, it did happen. I'm
Are you aware of the CIA's paper known as Adam and Eve event?
No.
They're possible.
And I know you said you don't have data that's quantifiable, but I'm curious about this hitchhiker effect or the sixth observable. Is that associated with proximity to the craft or length of time looking at the craft, like another variable?
Damn, Kurt,
what is associated with
this?
You're
great question, man.
This hitchhiker effect or the sixth observable, is that associated with proximity to the craft or length of time looking at the craft, like another variable?
Damn.
Oh, this hitchhiker effect. I don't know. What is the hitchhiker effect? $2, Richard Jimenez. Take it, enjoy some tacos. Thank you. Tuesday, Thursday, any day that starts or has the letter T in it, that's taco day. So you only got Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you very much, man. Mucho gusto, generoso, a continuing supporter of GoFund. Halloween's coming up, kids. Don't forget to get your dog or cat a costume. You got a bird? Who cares? Put a jacket on it. Call it Lou. Come here, Tweety Lou. I got something for you. Oh, don't worry if there's going to be any razor blades in that bag right there. You just dig your little claws in there and get whatever you want. Go ahead, dig. Oh, what'd you do? Cut your claw off? Oh, I told you, watch out for them razor blades in there. Thanks, Jimenez. Mucho gusto. You kids be careful of them razor blades. And what we used to worry about? Razor blades and spider eggs and gum. Bubble yum. Remember that? There was a rumor going around way back in the 80s that the gum, bubble yum, it was square and mushy, kind of big gum, kind of annoying to chew, but there was, because it was soft and gushy, I guess, I don't know, something, if you look at it a certain way, you can see the air pockets in it. And I think people were imagining they were seeing spider eggs in there. And people who ate bubble yum, well, the spiders would come out of that gum and bury themselves inside of your mouth and lay the eggs. Yeah, it's an instant thing. Happens instantly. I wasn't scared of it. I'm like, more gum the better, you know? Spider eggs. Stupid. What? Why? Why even bother with that rumor? Anyway, be careful out there. It's going to be a weird one. Every mask is going to have a mask. Michael Myers is walking around with the mask over the hockey mask or whatever mask that is. William Shatner. Because it is the face of William Shatner. You know that, right? From Halloween, Michael Myers. Dorothy Hawkins, $5. Is it the release? Is the release of the photo with the occupants coming up? What do you think? The reveal of aliens? Yeah, that's where I was just heading. Thank you very much, Dorothy. $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Mucho gusto generoso. I was just thinking about what you said. Like, oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, appreciate it. That one's weird. All right. So, oh my God, what was your question about the alien? Yeah, there's not going to be a picture. Is the release of the photo with occupants coming up? No. No. It's just, he said it. And I'm trying to find that part of the audio as well. There's no reveal. No. See, the way this announcement has been told to me from one to another is that it is going to be something that will propel the technological state we're in now 20 years forward. So whatever we're doing now, whatever computers are supposed to be in 20 years, maybe it's quantum computing. Maybe they're going to turn on the switch. Maybe it's a new internet. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. But there would be chatter about that, right? Excuse me, COVID. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's going to be something, because I tried to think about that, everybody. What could this announcement be that would be 20 years? I'm thinking maybe it's a medical advancement. But then, and it is also going to be said, because of this new 20-year advancement, that it's tied in with aliens. Now, I don't know if that means they found this technological stuff or it was a crashed UFO or what. But I don't know. I don't know. That seems like an awfully big announcement to me. That's it. That's disclosure, really. If you're telling us you're coming up with something, if the rumor is, see, this is now, you know what? I don't think it's going to happen. Yep, I was at 50-50 before. Yeah, I'm going to go 85-15 because I like the source instead of 90-10. All right? Yeah, I'm stealing that third phase. That was smart. You made me think. But it's true now that I say it out loud. So if it has to do with aliens, maybe that's why Lou's getting all pretty and everything. Learning how to speak again. You know, Ape Lou. Big Lou? Is it Bigfoot Lou? Bigfoot Lou. He's a lot of things. But one thing he isn't. Transparent. He isn't that. He's trying. He's practicing. So no pictures, unfortunately. But I am going to keep looking because I thought I had the audio of him talking about that specifically. And I'm a little upset right now I can't find it, to be honest. I don't know how I did it. Maybe it's over here. Nope, that's the show. And I'm got that running just in case. Oops, something went wrong. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, that's not good. That's not it either. Oh, this is... Well, we'll talk about that next. You don't know what that is. So anyway, I think it's interesting, though, that Lou actually said this. It's amazing. Some of the HD pictures we have of UAPs, some HD photos inside UAPs shows occupants. He didn't say people. He didn't say aliens. He said occupants. Well, why would he say occupants? Because saying aliens is saying, oh, aliens. Saying people, saying, it's us. But saying occupants? That's saying, we don't know what's inside, but it had a shape. I think that's a step in the right direction, if you ask me. There you go. The man, the myth, the ape. He's an ape man. It's Bigfoot Lou. Lou's lips sink dreams. I kind of do feel sorry for him a little bit. I do. I feel bad. I feel bad I have to talk like this. It's not something I enjoy. I feel bad that Lou has to get a lot of razzing. I do. Hardest job being what he's doing. Because you have to be perfect. You have to be on constantly. You mess up and you're talking about UFOs, UAPs, and aliens. You mess up, you won't get the money. That's all. We'll just keep the money. No big deal. You make a mistake, we're not going to give you the funding. Yeah. You'll still have to live in the camper in the middle of Wyoming. Down by the river. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. I don't know if that's true. But I hear things. So that list yesterday I was talking about. Stephen Camby and the Truth Seekers asked to be put on the list because he thinks what I think and this list thinks. Remember how many, he says, this tweet from him, how many times I said in the past that it's a big club and I ain't in it? Apparently we don't hold enough UFO circle jerks to make this list. I'm good with that. And here's Melinda Leslie and the list. That was from yesterday. These are people who have YouTube channels of 1,000 subscribers or more. All of these, but I think 2 people are on the left. I'll just say it instead of waving my arms. On the left. Well, apparently... Oh, by the way, this list was compiled by Melinda Leslie, who, by the way, I don't really trust. She made no announcement, but apparently she said something that was supposed to happen, and it didn't. And I'm calling her out on it. And if she wants to know what it is, well, you know where to find me. Because it didn't happen. I'm not going to say what it is, because then I ruin everything for me. Think I'm stupid? I'm playing along. But she said something was supposed to be announced or something like that. And it didn't. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Oh, it was supposed to happen already, I think. No? Oh. Well, all right. Maybe she's credible after all. We'll find out. I did not look for any on Jolly News today. I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood. For some reason, this popped up, and I want to play it because it's Richard Doty on Calling All Beings, which I never heard of before. It was recommended, or somebody sent it to me. I can't remember. I think it was a recommended one. But it was set up for me to play it at this part, at the 3-minute mark of this program. So let's listen together for the first time. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, let's make it nice and big for the people. Yeah, there we go.
USI.
Okay.
And,
okay.
So that's the
hey.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
But that's like, is that not the hardest school the Air Force has was combat control?
Well, yeah, it is. I believe it was back then, but I came in back in 1968, 69.
It's a good
what?
year.
Yes.
You don't look like you're that. What are you doing?
Who's this guy? Who's DJ? Didn't he just act like a little fake? Who sent this to me? Richard Doty does not look 97 years old, by the way. Well, I want to see this guy's reaction. It seemed a little odd.
Then, but I came in back in 1968, 69.
What?
Yes.
You don't look like you're that. What are you doing?
You don't look like... I'm not going to make fun of him. That's not nice. What are you doing, he asks. He didn't ask how old he was. But if you do the math... Richard Doty's about what? 65? 67-ish. And yeah, he does look that age, by the way. He does. Yeah. This guy up here, Nathan, he's like, what the hell is DJ getting so excited about? Hey, I don't know why anyone would send this to me. It makes no sense. I didn't hear anything or see anything that was interesting yet.
I'm 71 years old, believe it or not. Yes.
71.
Yes, I am.
My goodness, man. He looks like he's...
I keep in shape. I try to keep in shape.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you believe Richard Doty even if... Yeah. How can you believe anything this guy says? He's a professional liar. Professional liars... Can you ever trust someone who is a professional liar? I'll answer that right now. You do every day, and it's you. No, I don't know. I have no idea. All right, I'm Xing out of the Richard Doty clip because I didn't see anything or hear anything that interested me. So there's a lot of chatter going on about nukes and UFOs. Yeah. UFOs at nuclear weapon sites, Salis, Malmstrom, Eagle Flight. Here's this is from Mick West. I thought it was interesting because a lot of people are talking about these things. I guess there was that conference or something that happened with Michael Salla. Was it Michael Salla? Salis? Robert Salas? I'm confusing it. It's Robert? Yeah, it's Robert. And they were talking about this. The UFOs, they, over the nuclear sites. It's still going on, apparently. Yeah. I don't see it. I can't remember since the 90s. Okay, I was going to pull it up for you, but I have to pull it up here because I can't read this stuff if it's over there. It's a little different screen. All right, give me a break. I'm a one-man band. So, Robert Salas's claims about UFO deactivating nuclear weapons are once again bouncing around the media. A lot of older analysis of these claims is getting lost to internet decay. So I've gathered here the key resources that can help understand the story from a skeptic's perspective. There's a lot of stuff to read. I'm not going to read it all, obviously. James Carlson's highly detailed 357 pages, American Credulous Establishing the Truth Behind the Echo Flight Incident of March 16, 1967. Article. The Echo Flight Incident holds a sad place of pride in Robert Hastings' History of UFO Interest in the Marching Forth of Nuclear Arms Around the World, UFOs and Nukes, but, as we shall see, his general disregard for anything approaching a generally accepted standard of proof ensures that his magnus opus will forever classified as an interesting but untimely useless example of modern folklore. My God, I can't form words. How can I read if I can't form words? Am I speaking? Are these the words coming out of my mouth? There's a couple of these, many actually. Many articles about the Malmstrom Air Force Base missile shutdown. Ryan Dubé, the Malmstrom Air Force Base missile / UFO incident, March 67. Man. There's a lot of articles about this. Oscar Flight UFO. He claims of UFOs supposedly interfering with missiles are complicated and confusing, and I will do my best to unconfuse them. However, the incident as depicted in Close Encounters is a relatively simple one. A bright, glowing orange UFO is allegedly seen over the base by security men, likely Mars, and then the Oscar flight missiles were said to start going offline, one by one. Only Salas remembers this. Oh no! I knew there was an issue. I knew it! On Schaefer's article by Tim Hebert, recently, Salas had disclosed Paul Gimbel via Billy Cox that he had undergone hypnosis in the mid-'80s to help recall certain aspects of the incident, as well as claiming that he was abducted by aliens. I believe this further puts at a stake in the heart of credibility, in my opinion. Canadian viewers were not privy to that tidbit of info, were they? From my standpoint, Salas's claims stretch his coherence to the NTH degree and more moves into the realm of total confabulation, or an elaborate hoax was perpetrated on him while out in the field that day. Okay. Well, here is a part of that video. Okay, that's why I had it over here. So there is the video. All right, let me pull that. This is unbelievable. I love these stories, these anecdotal stories from men who don't want to lose their jobs. Hey, everybody, let's do the interview. Well, I heard it from Robert over there. Salas? Who? He's the only one who remembered it. I don't remember anything. Come on. What are we talking about? Aliens? Come on with the jokes.
Force Station at Malfour Air Force Base, Montana. I was trained and assigned duties as a missile launch officer for the Minuteman I intercontinental ballistic missile. I was designated Deputy Missile Combat Crew Commander and part of a two-man crew. My commander at that time was Lieutenant Frederick Mywell. He's now deceased. We were on duty inside the Oscar Launch Control Center, a concrete capsule located about 60 feet underground. We had operational control over 10 Minuteman nuclear missiles. Each missile operates independently and has its own source of primary and backup power systems. It is important for you to note that the command and control for these missiles was entirely located within the capsule. There was absolutely no means to affect any of the missile systems from outside the capsule.
So they were activated, but nobody could have activated them. Nobody had access to them, is what he's saying. And they were activated. Now, I said this in the past. Is it possible that man, the guys down there, accidentally, maybe somebody was stealing secrets at the time and accidentally started them? You know what I mean? Was it that a couple of guys were, or maybe a guy and a girl, went down into there because they know nobody goes down there, and they wanted to, I don't know, play some games. Let's start it up. And they started their engines and accidentally hit one of those buttons, or both of them. And they went, Dis Vradoska Unchka, and they turned the keys at the same time, and then they turned them off, and and then, they left. What if it was a practical joke? And they just want to cover it up and say it was aliens. No, it is the UFOs. What? It was the UFOs, all right? Nobody was down there horsing around. Who said anything about horsing around? Huh? What? Look, all I know is these lights came over. The missile looked like it's going to launch. Jaime? Yeah. That's amazing. So either people were playing games, messing around, risking their jobs, risking lives by accidentally turning on and off somehow magically the missiles, the sequence, the launch sequence. That is highly improbable, and I don't like that. But apparently these lights have been seen over the missile silos many, many times. Couple at least. See, I only thought it was 3 times in history that has happened, but apparently I'm getting my ass handed to me when I say I only know of 3 or 4 times. I don't remember 15 times. People are talking like 15 times. I'm like, where 15 times? Not in the United States. Worldwide? Oh, well, I wonder if that's possible. How many times does anybody know how many times missile silos like this were activated by UFOs? Can anybody please give me that answer? Worldwide. And I don't know if that's ever happened here in the U.S., has it? Hasn't it only been Russia or China? I thought it was, it was one time here in the United States. 7? Really? All right, that's in between 3 and 4 and 12. Yeah, I know of at least 3. Exofa 2, Sky Island 7. Didn't Elizondo say it was low resolution photos, not HD? See, that's what I'm looking for. I thought for sure I had Lou talking on it. But I always thought he said it was HD. I think it's in that interview there. Well, whatever it is, Everybody's talking about these high definition ones. I don't know. Canada, they had run, right. Canada, the UK, Russia, and the United States. That's the 4 I think I know of. But they didn't happen all around the same time. It was all in the 70s though, right? Maybe in the early 80s, I think that was the Canada one, like 1980. Well, we know in the 80s they had the Rendlesham Forest. March 24 or December 24th, March 1986. 1980? When was it? Rendlesham was 1980, I thought. Now I've got too many dates going on. Too many things I can't think. It hurts. Well, I'm interested in it. I don't. Yeah, man. I don't think of any. But what does it mean? You know, everybody's always like, all right, if you want to go back where the aliens gave the message to children, other abductees have talked about it. See, that's what I find interesting. People have always said, not always, but it's always been heard throughout the UFO history that people get messages from aliens that we're going to destroy the planet with technology. You know? Isn't that what the West Hall kid said? And then a couple abductees. I don't know, maybe Betty Hill said it, I think. But there's always that message. You're going to kill yourselves, your planet, with technology. So that would mean, see, I don't know if it's like a propaganda thing to get us believing in it. And at that time, there was a lot of talk about nuclear weapons, nuclear war. So it makes sense that somebody somewhere started this by saying, there's a UFO out front. What does it want? I don't know, but it's starting the launch sequence on our missiles. Okay, it turned them off. Now it's turning them off. Why do you think they did that? I have no idea. Maybe to teach us that we're more important than these nuclear missiles. And that they can turn them on and off at will. They could turn them on and we'll kill ourselves. See, that's what bothers me. All right? That's why I don't think it really happened. Or maybe it did. Maybe it's a flaw in the design. And it happens. There's just a weird thing that happens. But what about the lights? I don't know. So far, we don't have any evidence, but we have stories. Lots of stories about it. 4 at least. But what it's supposed to mean, I guess, you know, we can launch these, but we're not going to. Ha. That's something a human would do. I don't think an advanced alien would do that. Although, if a colony of ants, or even chimpanzees, made a device, that would be weird if monkeys or chimps made a device that can launch other monkeys or weapons, you know, or boulders and stuff. And we go over there and wreck it, shoot it. No more. Gone. Gone. Hand grenade. Boom. Bazooka. Gone. But why would we do that to monkeys? For anybody who just came in and heard that sentence starting off, why would we do that to monkeys? Don't go away. Thank you for joining Goof On tonight. We're in 5 minutes into the second hour of tonight's broadcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And make a comment. Do a thumbs up, all that stuff. We really survive on super chats and any other like PayPal or Cash App. All the links and everything's in the show's description. and also on the homepage of Goof On here on YouTube, you moron. My brain's working really fast. A lot of coffee in a short amount of time. Yeah, capiche? Oh, we've got meatballs, we've got capiches, we've got, Patrick Sheehan, a $5 super chat. Abductees say the aliens are going to invade, says David Jacobs. Why'd you do that right now? Abductees say the aliens are going to invade, says David Jacobs. Well, if David Jacobs says it, then all right. But I appreciate the $5 super chat. I know you're serious. Thank you very much. I don't know why that made me laugh. I don't mean to disrespect the question. I just like David Jacobs. I don't know why. He's a funny guy. Thank you very much. And a continuing supporter of Goof On, Patrick Sheehan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I said it 20 times. Oh, that's funny. It's good stuff. It's good yarn. Yeah, I don't. Whoa! Wow! I don't know what. Wow. 10:06. What is this? 1 minute and one. All right. Hoo-ha. Hee-ha. Hold on a second. By the way, yesterday's show was a disaster. I'm not going to be doing those live, let's call the public, unless I have numbers that I know people are going to pick up at. So next time I do that, maybe next week. I may make it a weekly thing, like every Monday or something. I don't know. It's Monday. Let's call the public, like that kind of stuff. What is today? Thursday? Tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to be on Alien Addict. 5 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Pacific with Lee from Must See Audio. It's going to be interesting. So be there. And then we'll do the show right after. Well, 9 o'clock Eastern. I'm really glad you guys are here. You have no idea. No, I'm really freaking touched. Look, it wasn't a good day yesterday. Let's just say that. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. There we go. I had to look inward. I don't like it. Twitter. Area 503. Manny. You're active on this thing, dude. He says, because somebody was blocked by the Black Vault. Right? I'm going to put myself in the bottom left-hand corner. There we go. Let me see if I can move it. Can I pick it up and move it? Let me see. I got to try, right? Let me see. Okay, so I'm stuck there. Bottom. That's kind of cool. I like that. This way you still get the full zoom. You see? Usually I'd have to do this, and you wouldn't see me. Now I can go like goosh. Well, Joe Red Rum Merja, or Red Rum Joe, says, not again. I think this is number 4. And Area 503 says, why is it a badge of pride that you got blocked by someone? To me, that tends to show a lack of basic communication skills common amongst civilized people. Getting blocked is easy. Just be an ass. Having a civil conversation with someone whom you disagree is the hard part. And I said, because they are the cancel culture. Do as I say, not as I do culture. The less truth is better truth because feelings matter too. Bizarro world, bro. We say the sky is blue, they say it's green. Up is down and down is up, etc. Karens, Darrens, and pansies. It's true. They would much rather be blocked and brag about it than have a civil discussion. See, I tried many times to have civil discussions with these types of people, And they come lashing out, angry, immediately angry, even when I'm nice and professional. That's why I don't care. When I come here, I kind of let it all hang out because I don't care. I mean, I care, but not about you. Them, not you. It's really weird. It's a weird, I can't believe it's a girdle way of thinking. That's all. This is interesting. Walt Disney made a UFO documentary back in 1995, but boy, oh boy, does it look awful. Like the quality. Check it out.
So are a whole lot of people these days. They're seeing flying saucers everywhere. Flocks of fantastic discs flying through the...
See, I think this was made in the 60s and released in the 90s. Maybe on another show. Maybe it was repurposed. I don't know.
air.
Wow, look at that. That's a real UFO. You know, that's a real one. Seriously.
The military finally had to admit that something was happening that they didn't understand.
Pretty cool. I don't think I can play any more than that. Because that is Disney. Disney owns everything. Something like that. I love UFO history. Oh, what time is it? Okay, let me see what this is. All right, I got a really good treat coming up. That's right, I almost forgot. In case you didn't see it, I have a video to play. Well, spot a UFO, called this hotline to report it. Huh? That's right. There's a number to call if there's a snake in your yard. There's a hotline you can call for questions on how to cook a Thanksgiving turkey. There's even a number to find out if the roof is going to be open at the Diamondbacks game. But did you know there's a hotline to call or report a UFO? Peter Davenport, director of the National UFO Reporting Center, spoke about the program. Davenport is a former representative at the annual International UFO Congress, which is hosting its 25th annual convention this weekend in Phoenix. Davenport gets about 40-50 calls a day from all over the world reporting UFO sightings. He described what it's like to be the guy on the other end of those calls. This is an old article. He's still getting 40 to 50 a day? I remember that 17 years ago. Oh, look, calls. Can we listen to these? Oh, these are calls. All right, just documented. Oh, wow, look at that. Queen Creek, Arizona, Buckeye, Gilbert, Arizona. This is all Arizona. This is all Arizona. Yuma, Tucson, Cordes Junction, Cordes Lakes, Chino Valley, Star Valley, Kingman, Surprise, Payson, Tucson, Surprise, Peoria, Phoenix, and Wiki Up. Before you go. I don't care if you got a big toe. Wake me up before you go away, go away, go away. So I am going to play this for you. This is from Michael Roser. You know him as Dark Hour Paranormal.
Let's just go down the rabbit
It is
hole.
pretty amazing because he was part of the panel discussion that we had the other day. And this is part of that destruction. I'm getting it set up the right way because there's a sighting report the Cousins brothers did. And all right, I think I got Michael. I think you can agree this looks like the first word of a sentence in 3, 2, go. That's the first word of a sentence right there. Hello, everybody. Let's see if it is. Ready? Hey, Gush.
Paranormal. Folks, tonight we have quite the special treat for you. In fact, I have the entire Third Phase of Moon panel with us to discuss some topics at large. And tonight I have one specific question that I have been dying to ask these guys. Although we've had conversations personally, we never really touched upon it in this way. So what I'm going to do is ask this question. I'm going to move around the round table here, and we're going to get some insight and answers from all of these brilliant minds you see in front of you here. All right, guys, so here's the question I've been thinking about. Lou Elizondo at the end of the 180 days, proclaimed that what we were given during that time was only a preliminary dive into what we might see next. Now, there was a very lengthy video that came out recently from our government that showcased many anomalies in our skies. But are we simply getting the back end of what our military factions deem as inconsequential to their operations, and thus putting it forward and disseminating it into the public at large? Or are we seeing footage of older technology being exercised, promoted in the way of non-identity, and then feigned curiosity when we're getting some of this evidence from our governments? Brent, let's start with you, brother. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, exactly, Michael. That's the biggest question going on right now. And is our government going to release any of this information? Well, they kind of just softly slow drip some stuff that really doesn't bring much to the table. Everybody here at Third Phase Moon has received evidence that blows away any of the stuff that's being shown on the major media. Now, is Lou a guy that's working on the inside, kind of a double agent? Some people say he may be the new Doty in the field, bringing out misinformation and confusing the masses. That's a possibility. I know Dr. J has a relationship with Lou's manager, and we met him personally. He seemed like a pretty cool guy. But I don't know why Lou doesn't ever come onto our show. He'll come onto these smaller platform YouTube channels, these guys that are kind of under the radar, so he doesn't really get much of an audience. He should go out to the bigger channels and put himself out there and be asked some of the big questions that we're all asking right now. And what's going to happen in the future? Is the government, I think they're basically keeping it close to the vest. They're never going to really give disclosure entirely. But again, they might have to soft drip things more and more since the public starts to demand it. And let's see what happens in the future.
Very, very well spoken. I have to agree with you on many respects with that. As time goes on and they slowly drip this technology out to us, it becomes something in the way of normalcy, the way that we now carry cell phones around. And 20 years ago, we would have been, gawking at such technology, considering what we have today. So maybe as we move forward, as we're saying here, we're going to, again, find some sort of even balance in way of what we're getting, but then it wouldn't seem like high technology to us because it's already been applied in so many different ways. Rich, what are your thoughts on this here? Are we looking at the evidence that the government's giving to us and saying, okay, they're on the same level as we are in terms of curiosity, or this is what he's alluding to, inside information, what we've been given in way of this inside information, maybe he's privy to it already, and perhaps this is what he's alluding to when he makes a comment like, well, we're only at the tip of the iceberg here, there's lots more to come. But you bring up a good point, Rich, with the way that his narrative has flip-flopped so many times. Blake, what are your thoughts on this particular notion here, and is Lou somebody in way of trust when he says something like this, even though we're seeing evidence, at least again peripherally, that this is something that might actually occur? We'd be given something more from the governments in way of this high technology and information.
Well, the thing about Lou and the technology that might come from this kind of drip of information coming in from the Pentagon, Lou's obtaining these videos. There's a problem that I have with this whole subject matter in regards to Lou's coming forth with this evidence, is that we're getting partial videos. We're not seeing the entire length of the video from beginning to end. We received videos. Just last week, we received a video. It lasted for about 20 minutes of a Homeland Security capturing some kind of anomalous object. We don't know what it was. We're not claiming anything except that it's an anomaly. That's what we do. We share the phenomenon on Third Phase of Moon as fast as possible to get the word out. And we're not claiming we're experts. We're not claiming we know what we're talking about. All we're claiming is that we get the information from the people and we put it out as fast as possible. My problem with Lou is nothing personal, except if you're going to bring yourself out into the public like this, you can't beat around the bush with the information. You say what you know, or don't say anything at all, because that's where the water is getting muddy, because you're saying one thing, but then when a question's asked in regards to certain things, you say you can't talk about it. So don't say anything if you can't bring forth the evidence, in my opinion, because it's just not really doing anybody any favors at this moment, except making everybody kind of confused.
I have to agree with that as well. Yes, as Michael had mentioned before, we're looking for that physical evidence. It's something that we're all waiting for, sort of teetering with words that we have now. Anecdotal evidence in way of experience. We have intellectual thought and analysis. We have critical thinking that's all going into this. And yet, again, we don't have anything more than what we have, and we can't go further without what we need. So with this in mind, I'm going to bring it out to Michael Schratt, who I gotta say, thanks for being with us, man. I know you're very busy, but this is certainly a treat, and you are part of the third phase panel here. But again, thanks for being with us. What are your thoughts on this proposed question here?
The best way that I could answer that would be to recommend a very interesting book by Leonard Stringfield himself. And this is the book right here, Leonard Stringfield, UFO Crash Retrievals, the complete investigation status reports, all of his reports in one binder, in one book. And it's expensive. It costs about $70, but it's well worth it. It's the most riveting material there is, period. And I'm going to give you an example, just one example within this. Now, there's dozens of crash retrieval cases in here. This is my favorite example. So I spoke to the gentleman who interviewed a Marine who actually did speak to Leonard Stringfield. Now, this is December 1963, literally days after Kennedy was assassinated, November 22nd, 1963 in Dallas. So this is December 1963. This U.S. Marine is called out of bed at the middle of the night, and he is told to board a plane that had blacked out windows. And once he got on the plane, he was flown 3 hours from Cherry Point, North Carolina to an undisclosed location that he didn't even know it was. It could have been an Air Force facility, it could have been a Navy facility, he doesn't know. And when he got there, his job, since he was an MP, he was to guard something within this hangar. So these hangar doors open up. Inside this hangar is about a 40-foot diameter dish-shaped craft that looks like a fat Frisbee or a fat hamburger. It's about 12 feet tall. It has about 8 elliptically shaped cutout porthole windows that are opaque, wrapped around the outer circumference of the craft. The whole thing is propped up on scaffolding, and they had a catwalk that was built all around the craft, and then directly on the floor was a white circle, and his job was to guard for a period of 2 weeks, guard that craft, and make sure that no one even got anywhere near that. So this is a composite rendering of what the craft actually looked like based on his original sketches, which I have copies of his original sketches. And he mentioned that there were teams of white lab coat technicians that were looking at this craft. They were walking under the craft. He also said that they tried 3 different ways to breach the hull of this device, this object. Number 1, they tried diamond tip drill bits, and that didn't work. Okay. Then they tried jackhammers. That didn't work. And then they brought in a large 18-wheeler tractor trailer with a electrical generating device on the back of it that had about 2 3-inch diameter cables that ran from outside into the hangar. And this was a laser device, and they were shining the laser on the skin of the craft. When they moved it away, it was warm to the touch, but made no effect whatsoever. So if we have been working on these vehicles the past 70 years, and we figured out how to implement that into our, let's say, assets, it would be unbeatable. It would be unbeatable. Now, I was told also, according to Leonard Stringfield, that there was one time where this Marine was left alone in this facility. He had a small Minax camera, and he took a photograph. And back in '86, that photograph was lost in a flood. So again, the evidence is always 2 steps ahead of us. However, the last day he was there, when he was guarding the craft, he said that it was put on a lowboy tractor trailer. They had put a tarp on the top of it and then put chains on that, and was being moved to another location. So they keep moving these things from place to place. He also heard that bodies were recovered and possibly one was still alive. Now that checks out with what Don Schmidt had talked about with the Roswell craft, that 5 bodies were recovered, 1 was still alive, and the final one made it till May of 1948. That's confirmed by Mac Magruder and a whole bunch of other Air Force pilots who were at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base back in 1948. So it looks like there at least was one survivor. So in a nutshell, that is my favorite case from Leonard Stringfield. If we can get to that evidence, which they do have it, there are also cases of B-29 bombers flying over the Arctic regions with all the gun cameras rolling. They had monitoring devices, all this caught on motion picture film reel, where craft would pop up from the ice. They would go directly in back of the trailing edge of the main wing of the B-29 and just ahead of the leading edge of the horizontal stabilizer where all the cameras were rolling, and they got all that film. So it's certainly not a lack of evidence, it's getting access to the evidence.
You couldn't have said it better, honestly.
Yeah, thank you very much. You can watch the rest of that on Dark Hour Paranormal. I think I played one too many interviews, but I think Apollo and Dr. J were left. And I'm not sure if I think Brent went. Well, anyway, you can watch the rest on Dark Hour Paranormal. The link will be in the description right after the show, as always. So Shrat just crushed it. Love Michael Shrat, UFO historian, and of course Michael and Dark Hour Paranormal and all the panelists there. It's pretty cool. You guys haven't seen them all yet? I'll be posting another one tomorrow morning. I was going to do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I don't know. I'm going to post one on tomorrow morning with a UFO sighting. So you'll have Goof on in the morning. And then I'll be on Alien Addict later on in the afternoon. If you want to email me, if you have a sighting, a report, or anything you want to send, goofonradio@gmail.com. Yep, it used to be Goof on Radio Stream. I may change that email just to Goof on. I think I already did. Anyway, use this one, goofonradio@gmail.com. So, pretty good stuff. Elizondo's making it big tonight. Man alive, what else we got? We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Got a lot of stuff. This has got to be the strangest Bigfoot sighting. I don't even know if it's meant to be real. But I got to share it. It's weird. In 3, 2, go. Oh, I don't know if that music can be played, so I have got to shut it off. Shut off. And go. Yep, there he is. Pretty big guy. I don't know. Looks like it could be real. What? Is that a real suit? A real man? When was this? Where was this? Who took... What? Look at me. Look, he looks right at him. He goes, huh? Oh, yeah, that's a suit. That's a suit. It's a zoot suit. That is so suity. That's a big suit. Huge suit. That's a suit, right? Of course it is. What do you think this is? The other screen. Why do you gotta go that one? I'd like to say thank you to Hungry Dragon with the $5 PayPal super support all the way from the other side of the world to the heavens above. Thank you very much. And, because of that, we're going to give you one of these. Thank you. PayPal, Cash App, all that stuff. I did not check. Let me see something. Patron. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's get going. What do we got? 30 minutes? Give or take. Give or take. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about, actually. Do I? Watch this. This is unbelievable to me, this map that shows where all the UFO sightings have been reported over the last 115 years. Let me see if I could open this. This is amazing. Great Britain. Unbelievable. It's the United States and the rest of the world. What is wrong with us? I don't think that's accurate. Well, reported, yeah. There's the War of the Worlds broadcast, 1938. I wish they would show us what it looked like in 1938, right? Can we do that? No. That's what I want. I want to see how many UFOs were reported in 1906 when the War of the Worlds was broadcast, then after Roswell, and then after Betty and Barty, and then after, what's his name? Travis Walton. That's the timeline, kids. No, I don't like the people of today. Ryan Bledsoe does not count. All right. Well, Travis Walton happened around that, what was that one where they, the two guys were out fishing? I just did a story on it. I can't remember. But that's a lot. That's ridiculous. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We really should. It's embarrassing. I don't think that's accurate. I don't see how that can be accurate. I know Mexico has had a lot of UFO sightings. I don't know. Maybe they don't report them as much. And the UK is second. So it's generally white folks? I don't think that's the wrong thing to say. For the most part. I think that's accurate. It's white America and white whatever that are reporting these. I mean, yes. Look. Come on. Look at the countries. Look who's dominated the countries and tell me I'm not right. And I used to say my very first live show was named Where Are the Afro-American Black People in Ufology? Hey, I told you, I was the Howard Stern of ufology. That was pretty controversial. And I remember that show. And I thought it was a good show. It was. It was a good discussion. Nobody's ever had it before. That's what we do. We talk about the things that other people don't want to talk about or will talk about. I don't think it's bad to talk about the things we talk about when we talk about them. And I'm talking about the people who are doing ufology wrong, the paranormal wrong, the charlatans, the Lous, the Jeremy Corbell. Something is wrong with that whole entire thing. Something is wrong with it. Well, just to get off topic for a minute, they found the dental remains of Brian Laundrie and confirmed it was him. It was him. So we now have confirmation of that. That's pretty amazing. Federal Bureau of Investigation said dental records have confirmed that the partial human remains found in Florida belong to Brian Laundrie. October 21, a comparison of dental records confirmed that the human remains found at the T. Mabry Carlton Jr. Memorial Reserve and Micahachahachie Creek Environmental Park are those of Brian Laundrie. They could have just said they're Brian's. Make me go through all that. Laundrie's family attorney, Stephen Burton Leno, said on Wednesday in a statement that Brian's parents, Chris and Roberta, went to the Micahachahachie Creek Environmental Park to search for their son. Yeah, there's a lot of controversy with these parents, man. That, they were hiding them or they planted that evidence there and a few teeth as well. This is crazy, this story. I'm hearing so many things I can't even talk about it yet. But that's official, and that's all there is about that. So, I know. I don't want to talk about it. Can I say anything? Oh, yeah, I have to talk about this. This is news, and it needs to be talked about. Lou Elizondo from Lewis up here. This is interesting, though. Hey, you missed my question. I paid $100 to get critical information to you. Basically, what I said was that UAPs own the dream state of sleep. Lou, I can get you talking to the UAP personnel which actually are artificial intelligence that answer to a higher power. No wonder Lou didn't reply. Are you serious? Hey Lou, I can get you talking to the UAP personnel, which actually are AI that answer to a... Hey Lou, I can have you talk to an AI computer that talks to a higher power. That's how that translates. Hey Lou, I can get you talking personally to an AI machine robot thing, but they only answer to a higher power. Like what? The outlet? The power outlet? Is that the higher power you're talking about? Their energy source? Come on, man. No wonder why Lou didn't talk to you. Unbelievable. So I said, come on, UAPs own our dream state of sleep? Where's that proof? Link, please. Video, audio, or the blog website where the evidence is available. Link, please, of this evidence. No wonder why he ignored it. Besides, Lou only answers questions he's allowed to answer. It's all scripted. Huh. Okay. All right. I thought he answered me. It was somebody else. I'm like, Lou never once has answered any of my questions, replied to them. And I got to tell you, when I first started leaving those messages, I don't think I was a dick. I think I was actually pretty nice because I wanted him to talk, but he knew. He automatically heard. He knows. Oh, well, this is weird how this got in here, and I didn't even realize it. Yep, it's Ryan from UFO Jesus. He says, nobody knows what all these level-headed witnesses at nuclear launch bases saw over decades. So it just dumbfounds me, he says, when people try to diminish all these corroborated cases or assume it's a nothing burger. The attitude is pure madness and confirmation bias at its worst. What? So I said, because it's all anecdotal about UFOs. Where's the proof? There should be radar evidence we can see. Not just saying it exists is proof. I think these events happened because that's not something to lie about, but it's all anecdotal and there's still no proof. Just a lot of air. Look, we're all going to have our own opinions, and that's okay. We shouldn't all agree. There should be some sort of friction, but that's how we get to the truth. I'm not trying to bust anybody's balls. I'm trying to, let them know, hey, I'm here too. And I don't think you guys think this way, so I want to throw in my critical thinking. It's not good. It's not good. So there's a discussion going on. A little Mick West experiment happened. And it's from a video that apparently shows an orb. And then, well, I'll play the video and you'll see. Something's going on with this. Right? So whoever shot this is saying, it's spiritual in nature, I guess. Right? So let's shut that down. Now, what Mick West does is debunk it. Because that's what he does. He says, bokeh around a point light shows the shape of the aperture, but it can get complicated. If part of the aperture is formed by an organic 3D object a bit further away, then you can get weird streaks and tentacles. This can be demonstrated with a phone flashlight and a finger. Okay, I thought he did it with something else. Let's see. Remember the one we just saw? So you focus on something close, like a wall or something, and then it blurs out the white light. See? Same thing. He's just putting his finger there. It's amazing. You can see right through it. He also does it with hair that creates these streaks. And there's a video of what is apparently ectoplasm. Have you ever seen that? That ghost video? Let me see if I can pull it up, if it's here somewhere. Because I could have sworn I saw it. Yeah, I guess not. Damn it. Let me see if I can. Do you remember that? And it shows an orb. It's from the 70s, I think. And it's supposedly one of the best spiritual orb videos of all time. And you see it coming across, I think it's in black and white, maybe night vision or something. And then behind it, streaks of whatever. And then everywhere it goes, the streak followed it like a snake. So that's what he's trying to say is what's happening in that video. Let me see if I have it here in front of me. And I don't realize it. Nah, I don't have it. So I'm going to do this real quick. There's this guy. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Nah. Yeah. All right, let's do this. While I'm looking for that, I want you to watch this cool video about the sun. I think we talked about it. So forget that. Look at these UFOs for a second. I'm going to find that video of the ectoplasm.
When we get a close-up of it, we can see some kind of incredible transparency of something of unexplained origin, because I can't explain to you what we're looking at. This isn't a helicopter or an airplane. It's not a meteorite, in my opinion, or a drone. It's basically a phenomenon, and in my opinion, a classic UFO showcasing this weird activity between the phenomenon and volcanic activity. Is there a connection? It almost has this angelic, translucent apparition form. It almost reminds me of maybe a paranormal activity, maybe. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, we seem to see these kind of events around volcanoes where these anomalies are entering and escaping a volcanic activity. It's very strange and unique. What's the whole reason behind it? We keep saying, could they be otherworldly craft powering their whatever they use for their engines and tapping it from the volcano itself? Here's another great shot of this cylindrical like object just ripped through the smoke of the volcano itself. And it does, again, like these other ones have these strange orbs, and this one's a big one. If this is next to the volcano, this thing's massive as it just crawls down the mountainside. What's going on with these videos?
Yeah, let's look at this one again, because I'm liking this. There's really no shape that would be conventional for an aircraft, and we're seeing these enter the volcano at high speed.
Okay, I found it. Well, I didn't, but I found something similar. So this is pictures of ectoplasm captured on, I guess, camera. Take a look. So we've got some, no, I don't know, not there, but this looks cool with this guy. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know if that music's good enough to play, so I can't play it. But this is ectoplasm supposedly happening. These are photos, not video. But anyway, it's kind of cool. Just a lot of double exposure and stuff like that. Double exposure. This one's good. It's so cool how they try and make these. Oh, it's a statue of the mother. Mother Mary. Hey, peekaboo. Oh, that looks real. Remember this? That was like a hoax, I think. God, people are so weird, aren't they? Ah, that's classic, dude. That's the best. Oh, that's hysterical. These are classics. I don't know. I don't understand. How did the table jump around like that? Yeah, there he is. Birdhead. Birdman. Poltergeist. Come on now. It looks pretty real. Gotta love the spirits. That's one thing that I need to happen to me. Be picked up and whisked away by something I have no idea. Something I cannot see. Now, I want to say this announcement real quick about messages that people have been sending me. I will get back to you very soon. Just be patient. I'm trying my best. Some days there's a lot. There's a lot to get to. And sometimes I only have an hour in a day or 2 hours. And one email can take 20 minutes. So really, you're looking at 3 or 4 emails when there's like 50 or 60. Sometimes I could just go through them and I get to everybody overnight. But there's a lot. So please bear with me. I will get to everybody. Because there's email, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, which is Messenger, patrons, and, well, there's another I have 2 emails. So there's a lot of stuff. And TikTok. So I'm trying, man. It's not that easy to get to 50 emails in one day. I don't know how these guys do it with these big accounts. I don't know. How? You would need somebody, just one person, to go through all this stuff. And I'm only at, what do we got, 6,200? I can't imagine having a 10,000. You guys are amazing who can get back to people. Amazing. Like, I'm talking immediately. Some days it's like that. Oh! Brand new Mandela effects. That's what I'm ending tonight's show with. Thank God I took a look at the emails. This is from All Time. They got like 150,000 subscribers. But, a little different channel. Let's see. All right, you ready? In 3, 2, go. Hey, come on!
But that's the fun of it. Today we're going to be covering the Mona Lisa, Call of Duty, Sugar, Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, Dazzle Ships, Barrage Balloons, and finally Britney Spears.
Hey!
Timestamps for all of these are in the description below if you want to skip around. So like the video, subscribe now if you haven't already, and let's get into some brand new Mandela effects. The Mona Lisa, the world-famous painting by Leonardo da Vinci, is no stranger to the Mandela effect. Previously, people have argued over whether or not she is smiling, smirking, or just giving a straight face.
It's a dude.
A debate that still rages on to this day. But that's not the argument that's going to be presented today. Today we're talking about a growing group of people who have made the claim that Lisa now has a thin, semi-transparent black veil over her head and hair that she previously did not. Take a look at this and tell me what you think. What do you remember? Has the black veil always been there?
Oh, I don't like that.
Or are these people mistaken?
I don't like this.
Has this strange new addition to history crept in without anyone noticing?
I don't remember that.
Here's an outlandish theory that someone proposed that seems entirely within the realm of possibility. Perhaps the Mona Lisa was stolen many years ago and replaced with a finely crafted fake.
Did she have that veil?
I could understand a few differences here and there.
I don't remember the
cost
veil.
of insurance for the Mona Lisa today is valued at $870 million. That's a valuable piece of history. Now, I'm no art expert, so definitely don't take my opinion as fact. But of all the times that I've viewed this painting,
yes,
I've
Leo's
never once
lover,
noticed this black
Dorothy.
veil, let alone how detailed it is. I mean, look at the edges on the left side of her hair. It's exquisitely detailed. One interesting fact from this time period is that a black veil typically signified a pregnant woman or a woman who just gave birth. A very modern theory regarding the model for the Mona Lisa.
Whoops, I didn't mean that. Damn it. Well, anyway, that's interesting. Let me see if there's something else here that you... Sugar. Studio Spirited Away. Britney Spears. That looks too long. I can't do that one.
Hello everyone, and guess what? As soon as I recorded and edited this Britney Spears Mandela Effect video, as soon as I finished it, news broke regarding her conservatorship battle. So here I am in post, adding in some new details. This is how it always goes for me. I finish a video, and then news literally comes out about the topic I just talked about the next day. It blows my mind. Here's what the news is. Apparently her father is stepping aside as her conservator.
See, this is why these Mandelas, I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be like this. Let's try this.
But if that wasn't strange enough, that's not even the biggest Mandela effect regarding this day. People online started noticing something was off with photos of D-Day. Take a look at this photo and tell me if you see anything weird. What caused this off feeling for so many people? Perhaps you noticed it yourself. It's the dozens and dozens of balloons floating in the sky. Do you remember seeing these in photographs or documentaries, reading about them, learning about them, ever seeing an article on them? Well, if not, these are called barrage balloons. And on D-Day, the sky was covered in hundreds of them. These anchored balloons created a cluttered mess above the sky to prevent enemy plane attacks, because oftentimes there were bombs attached to these balloons. Historically speaking, this makes perfect sense. It's a great idea. But the rationale isn't the issue. It's that many people online don't ever remember seeing these before. That's where the Mandela effect comes in. When I was doing research for something else entirely, and I first came across these photos, it made me second guess myself for a minute, like maybe this is a photoshopped photo or something else, but apparently it's real, and a lot of people are scratching their heads. So
pretty cool. Hey, I went to myself, it didn't go there. That's interesting. I don't know if I remembered seeing those, but what are you going to do? There's no such thing as a Mandela effect. Let me just repeat that a little louder. There's no such thing as the Mandela effect. I promise you. When that started, it happened with people our age, 40 to 60. It's because it's all the subliminal, like Fruit Loops, wasn't spelled F-R-U-I-T. It was F-R-O-O-T. Stuff like that. Did the Monopoly Man have a monocle? People remember things because also, just like with Star Wars, I am your father. COVID, what's going on? He never said that. Luke, I am your father. He said, no. I am your father. And I remembered it that way. I remembered it. I don't remember him saying, no, Luke, I am. It just doesn't sound right. But it's bad memory. See? It's time to go. That's what it is. Sad. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. I've got Alien Addict, 5 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll come back here at 9 p.m. Eastern. I want to thank the moderators and super chatters. What a wonderful night. Thank you. And everybody who showed up. Look, guys, I only want to do this every day, but I can only do it 6 days a week. So I appreciate the support. And without the moderators and the super chatters, the show does not exist. And it also doesn't exist without the newcomers and the veterans. We've got a core and we've got people that rotate in and out all the time, right? All I ask is you give the show a few minutes, see if you like it. If you do, come back, subscribe to it. Don't forget to thumbs up and make sure you're getting all notifications on your phone as well, or else you won't get them on your phone. And don't forget to thumbs up, leave a comment, and all the links are in the description for everything and all videos. I'm Rich Giordano for Goof On. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, because Goof On is truthology for ufology. It is. We are. You are. Good night. Where's Uncle Gusto?